So right now, is it Bioshock? Change the plans. Something steampunk like.
What did I do? Before my friend puts one on your scalp.
What is this? Clockwork Revolution.
Thank you all for joining us. Today is a special day for me and the team.
So he's the CEO
I'm
of
excited
Xbox.
to see 11 games showcased from our first-party studios. We opened with Fable from Playground Games, which will bring the franchise into the modern era while staying true to its British style and humor. Compulsion and In Exile shared their first original experiences since joining Xbox with South of Midnight and Clockwork Revolution. And we are thrilled at how Avowed is shaping up for release next year from the RPG masters at Obsidian. In addition to Avowed, our studios will deliver Hellblade II, an all-new Microsoft Flight Simulator, Powerborn, and more in 2024. Later this month, players can look forward to Elder Scrolls Online Necron and Sea of Thieves Monkey Island. As we look to holiday, we want Starfield and Forza Motorsport, both built for Xbox Series X, S, and PC. We are also honored to share 14 games today from our creative partners, like Star Wars Outlaws from Ubisoft Massive in collaboration with Lucasfilm Games, 33 Worlds from Thunder Lotus, Kunitsu Gami, Path of the Goddess from Capcom, and more Persona games coming to Game Pass thanks to our continued partnership with Sega Atlas. I'd also like to congratulate the Studio Zero team on Metaphor Refed to Zio. It's great to be able to premiere what is next from the creators of Persona here in our showcase. We are focused on putting our players and game creators first in everything we do. No matter if you choose to play on Xbox, PC, or over the cloud, all gamers are welcome here at Xbox. When it comes to our consoles, we have heard your feedback on two fronts. First, we have significantly increased our supply of Xbox Series X, making it easier for fans to find globally. Second, we know you've wanted more storage with Xbox Series S, and I'm excited to share we have some news there as well.
Well, let's get you guys back up in front then.
I wonder if they have like a 2 terabyte model or something.
Do it yourself, Dell, we've just seen an exposition of what Microsoft has to offer at this point in time, as well as what they're going to be offering next year in 2024. And all the while we've been enjoying our Krispy Kreme donuts. Any additional comments, Matt?
They just announced a new Xbox Series S, like what you have in black, but a little bit larger in size. So instead of 512, it's 1 terabyte now. For $350 instead of $250 or something like that.
Yeah, for the diskless edition, I suppose, if you go for that sort of thing. Because not everyone buys physical copies of their
You
games.
see the
anymore.
cover for those cookies?
Yeah, the
Especially
cover's right underneath the top.
It's underneath.
Yep,
Okay.
I got it right here. And it looks like we're getting into the Starfield Direct.
So yeah, while we're waiting for that, we can talk about these royal Dasks.
So,
Butter cookies, huh?
yeah, these are Danish butter cookies from Royal Dansk. And these look really tasty. Even though they might be a little bit plainer than most cookies, they might not have chocolate or anything, but they do have a little bit of dusting of sugar on them. And I think they're baked to perfection.
I feel that they would make an excellent gift for somebody, you know, at Christmas or whatever, birthday or something. The package is really just, it's got some certain amount of attractiveness to it. And as Matt mentioned, the cookies are more on the plain side, but there's no law that says you can't add something to them to make them fancy to your own taste. But there's, I think, three layers of these.
Yeah, there's 3 cookies. So
what you're looking at, there's 2 more underneath. And
So-
there's 3 different types. There's the kind that looks sort of like in a pretzel shape. There's the plain kind. And the other kind that are missing, I already ate. So that's why they're going. I guess out of those 3, they're my favorites. But these are Royal Danish and Royal Dansk, Dansk. And they're just a great gift and a great cookie.
Oh, the cake one has
Yes,
cream
we'll
in it.
try. Ooh. I guess I will try one of these ones in the middle. So yeah, it's 3 cookies like per wrapper. So you get, let's see, 369. Oh, 30 cookies. And for a serving is 4 cookies. So you could eat 1 plastic wrapping and then 1 more. You can take your pick.
That isn't just a backdrop. That moon is actually there orbiting the planet. Yes, you can visit it too. We realistically simulate the galaxy around you. Our next generation lighting model uses
And behind us, they're talking about the development behind Starfield and what it has to offer. Looks like lots of beautiful environments.
We also have an all-new animation system.
So it's hard to come up with something that rhymes with Dansk. Otherwise, we could have a little,
And you can play it in first person.
Do a little jingle.
Yeah.
We love exploration and rewarding it, but you do explore differently in this game, given its scale. That usually involves exploring an area you've landed in. You can collect resources, do a mission, and maybe even stumble upon something unexpected.
And we'll just watch some of this gameplay behind us. Because I really haven't seen much of anything Starfield.
I'm wondering, they might be able to see more of the screen if I edge out a little ways. See if this works better.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, it looks like the players stumbled upon an enemy base and just kind of scavenging the camp after defeating the guards there.
To your ship, your missions, and your inventory. We love to pack a ton of detail in every object, from all of your weapons to spacesuits to food. We just obsess over the details and food. We obsess over food. When you're done exploring, you can walk back or fast travel to your ship. We have companions and crew you can take with you. I left Vasco here back at my
Oh, that
ship.
guy's cool.
Welcome back, Captain Howard. And he can even say her name. Let's head out.
How does it look so far, guys?
The game or the cookies?
Cool.
So yeah, it looks like you don't have to explore 100% of the planet. Like you don't have to fly around it, all the way around it. You can just land, be there for a little bit, do whatever missions you want to do. You can explore as much or as little as you want, it sounds like.
Is it a day 1 pickup too?
can see that visual style.
It looks really cool.
In your ship. Your ship
It's a
is
solid
your
maybe.
For you and your crew. And like many of the spaces in our game, it
Oh
has
my
a slightly
gosh.
retro and analog touch. A bit of lo-fi rather than sci-fi, where everything is.
Are you going to stick to Flight Simulator, or are you going to pick this game up?
Well, what I'm thinking is with this setup, maybe we could do the flight simulator, have it behind me, and I could be looking at a different screen or whatever.
Yeah.
Doable?
Yeah, that's so.
Backing out further, you can view all the planets in the system. Obviously, the game is big, and it's here you can see planets that have key locations, missions, or life on them, versus the many planets that are barren but resource heavy. Zoom out even further to see all the systems in this part of the galaxy. Here, you can plot a course to ones that are light years away. This uses your ship's grav drive to fold space and jump to these systems. And you will need to upgrade your ship and skills if you want to jump to
Okay.
those distant ones. But for now, we'll plot a course to the Alpha Centauri system, where we can find the city of New Atlantis.
Welcome to UC Space. Maintain your correct course while we scan your ship's cargo. Scan complete. You are cleared for landing at New Atlantis.
So yeah, I'm guessing you gather resources to upgrade your ship, so you can go further and further per jump.
Your eyes are guided upwards to just these boundless, vast buildings. It's the biggest city we've ever made, not just in size, but also in the amount of custom art, crowds, and quests.
So the main focus when we're designing a city is obviously what supports the story.
Is that
Try
Brian?
and tell as many
This is
small
crazy.
stories as possible. This is a colony memorial. It's a few moments of gameplay that make the space
Is
feel
it
like
doable
it's
to get the
full of
closed
real
captions
characters
on
that are
this-
going about
this
their
one?
day lives.
Yeah, I think so.
Paralyzed if you really stop and think about it.
Do you want it on?
It's coffee.
Whatever you think.
It's also where
Well,
your adventure with
I think people will be
Constellation
tuning in to
begins.
watch you guys, not the closed captions.
Plus, we were blocking. We're kind of sitting in front of the screen for most of it, so
Welcome to Constellation.
What do you think of the game so far, you guys?
By the time you meet them,
Throw your 2 cents
Constellation
into
is
the
sort
ring.
of seen as this
it looks really cool. I'm looking
Most
for.
people
I'm
don't even know
interested
they
in just
exist
seeing what they do with it.
They're the last true explorers in the galaxy.
Like whether there's
Trying to find the
either
answers
tons to
some of
collect or.
humanity's biggest questions.
I hope it's not too grindy. That's for sure.
And I'm certain one of them reached out and spoke to you.
Looks like there's artifacts you can find, bases to explore,
If you could place it on the
lots of different ship parts and space suits.
Look at how it's coming together. That means there's a set built by an intelligence
What do you think, Dale?
outside the settled systems. It's definitely an eclectic cast of characters.
I'm more of
Even
a
Sarah Morgan,
an FS guy rather than
soldier
an
and
Xbox
adventurer, now
gamer.
Constellation's leader. Mateo,
So it looks kind of interesting though with all these intergalactic voyagers, and they kind of compare them to the Balboas and the Columbuses
Yeah, you
and 15th century explorers.
There's also Vlad, the
You'll be able to fly, it
ex-pirate,
looks like the vehicles in space and stuff. But that's only a portion of the game. The other portion is getting out and exploring.
The journey you take with
Hmm?
Constellation
Oh, I was
is
listening in the characters. What?
many of them are Subtle Systems is home to all kinds of different stories, people, and adventures for you to uncover. The United Colonies is where you'll find New Atlantis, the first major human settlement in space. The people who live here value law, discipline, and the legacy of humanity. They consider themselves the true children of Earth.
You ever think of joining up with the Vanguard? Help the United Colonies, even get your UC citizenship?
New Atlantis isn't the only city with
Do you guys want to review Powerade while we're doing
the
this?
city of Sidonia on
Do we have
Mars
cups?
to this day
I don't know where the
They're on
disposable.
top of the refrigerator.
Oh, there wasn't many.
There are a whole bunch of them. They're also on the spice rack.
Oh,
Beyond the United Colony's reach, you might find yourself in a much more wild and independent coalition of star systems. This is Freestar Collective Space,
And don't forget the Pina Colada.
the capital of the Freestar
yeah, we'll do that one in a separate
Collective City.
situation here. But we'll try some Powerade here for a sec.
Take a look at these, put these away.
Neon started
Right.
out as a
Clapperboards.
but is now known throughout the cell systems as a
Are we sitting down again?
You can if you want.
If you've got morality issues, this definitely isn't the job for you.
3, 2, 1.
Do-it-yourself Dell, and we've got our guest Matt, and we're going to be washing down our donuts and cookies with some Powerade, and I'll let you take it from here.
All right, so Powerade is a sports drink you may or may not have heard of. Looks like on the bottle it has 50% more electrolytes versus the leading sports drink. So if you're doing high intensity workouts, whether you're running or wrestling or boxing or playing football, where you're always moving, you're using your whole body to play the sport, this would be one of those things where you really need to replenish electrolytes, replenish nutrients, replenish water. So even though we haven't worked out, you can still try it all the same. So I'll give you a cup too. We'll give our cameraman offside a taste. Cheers, everybody. This is the mixed berry flavor, Mountain Berry Blast. You feeling stronger already?
Well, the electrolytes do it for long distance runner, which I can personally verify. But yeah, this Powerade's.
Have you guys had Powerade before?
Probably once. I'm more of a Gatorade guy, I guess.
Did all that, but this is it. There's no law that says you can't expand your horizons and your appreciation and your tastes and so forth. Powerade, I got nothing against it.
I certainly don't have anything against it either.
And for bikers and runners, joggers, and active kind of people, this is kind of the beverage for you. Get the electrolytes in you.
So Coca-Cola owns Powerade where Pepsi owns Gatorade.
Really?
So this is Coke's version
okay.
of a sports drink.
Interesting.
This tastes a little bit more serious. I can't taste the sugar in this, so I haven't looked to see how much is in it.
It's got all the same stuff. It's just a subtler taste.
Yeah, that for sure.
It still has a lot of sugar and salt and stuff like that.
It's not tasting it. There you have it, and we don't know what other kind of flavors they have, right? The mountain berry blast, they call this.
I think there's like a red and a white one. They make a lot of different flavors of Powerade.
because this and that other brand is my favorite flavor.
So they have orange, they have mixed berry, you're drinking mountain berry right now. They do freezy pops, I guess.
So orange, mixed berry.
Then they do lemonade, fruit punch, grape.
So that's lots of other flavors. No matter what your taste is, this comes in it. Powerade.
Yep, and the plastic bottles are recyclable, so it's good for the environment. And yeah, the flavor is good. So yeah, if you've only ever had Gatorade, then yeah, I would say this is definitely worth a shot if you're looking for something new or different.
Yeah, expand your horizons.
Powerade, expand your horizons.
Okay, let's give it a whirl. Count us in.
3, 2, 1.
Powerade, expand your horizons.
There we go.
So if I had the controls, say right here,
Yeah.
I could see there what's going on, and they could see behind me what's going on.
I think we could figure it out. Well, yeah.
Or is that doable?
Yeah, we could try that. I don't know if the cord reaches. This cord?
Yeah.
That's the only thing.
Let me see. I don't think it does either.
Have you seen this movie, Meatball? Maybe you could do a review on it.
No. Nuh-uh. Yeah, it's 4 Jills in a Jeep
Well, that's
on cassette,
VHS
on
too.
VHS tape.
We don't have any VHS players. Used to have 4 or 5 of them, but
Yeah, that's what the cassette looks like. See if I can get that right in there. And there's the cover for it.
Oh, okay.
Were you thinking of moving the flight controller over here so you could look at that TV?
Yeah,
The big
so
one?
I could look at something and they could be looking behind me what's going on. And then I could just be sitting there with the
But I guess you'd be sitting in front of the TV, so you'd
Yeah,
have to be off to the side right here.
So see, that's why I'm trying this cord here. I don't know how much farther I can pull this out, and that's giving us.
I don't
maybe-
think it'll reach.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it.
I think the way we have it set up now is really nice.
Normally, I operate the controls here, and I'm watching what I'm doing there.
Mm-hmm.
But if we could get it on this screen, maybe the camera could be looking at me. Because if I'm sitting, well, if the cord's not long enough, but suppose I'm sitting looking at the screen and the camera is behind me, I don't really want to do it that way.
Mm.
It didn't work out at a different video.
I wonder if they'd let you keep aliens as pets in Starfield. I think that'd be fun. Get like an Ark Survival Evolved sort of thing in there, like you have your own little zoo.
I don't really
Because it looks like
understand
all you
these
can do
games
right
and
now
stuff.
is just kill them. Or there was a little thing about like being able to mind control them too, and I'm like, oh, that's weird.
You and your brother are kind of experts on games, right?
Oh yeah.
Well, what about, say, somebody recently, we had the 24 hours at Le Mans, we had the Monte Carlo Grand Prix in Indianapolis 500. Suppose you had a game that, say, somebody could just sign up and get in a car and run the race.
Maybe. I think
Or
for those
suppose
races, you
somebody-
really have to be prepped ahead of time because you have like your whole car and your supplies that you have to bring with you. So it's
Say somebody wanted to go skydiving, they could maybe go to the training school and then get in the airplane and jump up.
like that would be an app.
Yeah,
Mm,
is that doable?
yeah. Maybe an app that teaches you how to skydive.
Now that actor Tom Cruise hung on the side of a jet.
We got this
It's flying.
this KitKat thing, and then we'll go into the flight simulator if we can get that to work. We might just angle the camera that way, so then you can.
Um, here's about what I got.
Yeah,
Right
we're not going to
now,
be able to move that
The
stuff
wire
because
behind is way up,
Yeah.
so it got maybe that much extra.
Well, I'll hold off on it for now.
All right.
We also got the banana bread.
Yeah. What about that
Big
Pina
Kat.
Colada stuff?
Yeah, you can grab that.
where's the pina colada stuff?
Well, once those cups are empty, you could just reuse those. Just don't mix them up.
Okay, this one's mine.
So
Just
go
keep
into
it down here.
KitKat and then Pina Colada.
And what about this chicken food? And by the way, the guy walked by at 4:00 yesterday.
Oh. Yeah, we can do that. I'll get that thawing.
So
Well,
where'd
this-
everybody put their cup?
I put mine down here. That
so
one's yours.
mine's there.
We're going to be reviewing the Big Kat Bar.
And then Pina Colada. So maybe get that one off the camera first.
So take the Pina Colada off the camera.
Here's the-
Got our clapboard.
3, 2, 1. Clap report.
clappers. Ooh. All right. 3, 2, 1.
There we are.
Hello, Del Do-It-Yourselfers. Just want to say before we start the video, thank you for liking, subscribing. Leave a comment. Tell us what you like about the show. Yeah, with all the product reviews and food reviews and even commentary on current events. Yeah, tell us what you like about the show. Like and subscribe for sure. So, without further ado, let's get into the Big Kat KitKat Bar. So it looks like a scale up version of the little tiny KitKat bar. That's usually about this big, but they scaled it up to be. Looks like they scaled up to be almost 3 or 4 times bigger. So you can get more chocolate per bite. So we'll open it up, see what we get. So yeah, it's a KitKat bar. Ooh. Yeah, it's a KitKat that you can break. You can break into 3 pieces. You get a nice big square of chocolate right there. So I'll take it out.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
perfect.
Take it again. Apart from it.
Yeah, Kit Kats have always been one of my favorites, just because the chocolate outside and the peanut inside. It's like the quintessential candy bar.
If you like chocolate, this is for you. And it's been around a while, so there's no surprises here. Great candy bar. Sort of got some crunchiness to it.
Yeah, the wafer inside is very good.
Got
And
a
the
great
chocolate.
taste.
Chocolate is the KitKat chocolate is always great.
So this is the larger kind of traditional candy bar size. The other one, Kit Kats, I'm normally used to them coming in rather small chunks, smaller versions of this. So this is a big candy bar size. And the flavor is kind of there's nothing subtle about this candy bar. It's there, and the flavor stays with you, so you know what you're getting, and you can enjoy it. And
Yeah, KitKat. I really like whatever the secret ingredients for this chocolate are. It's very good. Just the right mix of cocoa and sugar and whatever else is in here.
healthy cocoa. So do we have a little jingle for these people?
Mm-hmm.
No, and it's too hard to work on.
Mm-hmm.
Too hard to get this one.
Yeah, I would definitely say the flavor stays with you for sure.
You guys want to just go right into the Pina Colada?
Okay, so we'll wash it down with some Pina Colada juice, and I'll let Matt take over here.
Yeah, this is the Naked brand of nutritious drinks. This is, of course, the Pina Colada flavor. So, Pina Colada has, there's orange, pineapple, banana, and apple in it. So, it's a very good drink for the summer. Very tropical, very sweet. And we'll just crack this open and get right into it. And I am a big fan of the Naked drinks because there is so much nutrition in them, and it's all natural stuff. And it's not a whole lot of sugar in here. You're getting a big helping.
And an extra big helping.
And yeah, this jug is a really good size. It'll last you a while. It's actually there's also a single serving size that's about like 2/3 as tall, like this big, and about this wide. So this will last you a while.
Yeah, like if you're at like a Packer game or something.
You're just drinking
Pretty
this the whole
large
time.
single serving. That's a guzzler serving there.
And I can smell the pineapple and banana before I've even had it.
I'm unfamiliar with the Pina
very
Colada
good.
taste. You say there's coconut in it?
Yeah, coconut.
And banana and orange.
It's like a tropical drink. Like if you're like swimming down in Florida and you go to like one of those pool bars where you're swimming and you can get a drink right while you're swimming, this is the kind of stuff that they would give you.
Well, it's different for me, but it's a real pleasant taste. So I'm pretty happy with this. I think this is the first time I've ever tried it.
Yeah, I've had the mixed berry version of this. And there's like a raspberry one, and they're all very good, just because of the authentic flavors of it.
Yeah, this is pretty good. This is excellent. It's astounding.
Yeah, I would say it. I think if you wanted to call something pina colada, it would be this for sure. Perfect for relaxing on a hot summer day, whether on a beach or indoors. I think this is. I would definitely recommend this to anyone, even if you're skeptical of like healthy drinks. Like this would be a recommendation for me. So, any final words?
Well, it's a great taste. It's refreshing, and I can see a lot of uses for this. So it's kind of fun on top of it. So. Pina colada. Do we have a brand name associated with this?
Naked. No, really.
There you have it, folks. Naked pina colada. So I don't know if you drink this stuff and what's going to happen or whatever, but those are the people that make it. So
Speaking of your other naked drinks,
Only health benefits.
blue machine's there if you need it.
Do you want to try this one too while we're at it?
this I've already
Oh, this is the
been
blue.
drinking, so I'm acquainted with it. But it's here again, naked. That's the people that make it. And it's the blue machine, they called it. And it's packed with a lot of vitamins. And it's got no sugar added and non-GMO. And this is kind of a different taste. It's looks like it's blueberries.
Yeah, that's like packed with antioxidants.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and this
So
is
like blueberries, things like that.
this. I've drank most of this already, so I'm familiar with it. And this is it's more of a heavier, different taste. Whereas the pina colada was kind of a fun thing. This is more, I would say, serious. It's more heavy, thick taste to it. And you got room in there in your cup there,
Mhm.
Matt?
There you go.
And I've been taking my vitamins every day with this. So we're going to finish that off.
Because it's a healthy
And it
blend.
does
of
have a
everything.
nice thing about the container itself has a nice grip, so you can grab onto it comfortably and pour and put it in the refrigerator, move it around or whatever. So whoever got that, I don't know what they call that, an ergonomically designed bottle. And so we're washing down our KitKat candy bars. And before that, our Krispy Kreme donuts. And our, what else did, the Royal Dansk cookies. So we're getting it washed down with a couple items here. So, and there's blueberry. I think there's other things in it besides, but that's the overpowering part of it's the blueberry. And with me, I kind of had to develop a taste for this. It was something so different and so overwhelming that I would, maybe dilute it a little bit, but
Like
I
it was a
didn't.
bit much at
took
first.
it full strength, yeah.
All right.
Does this stuff make us go crazy? Is that what the director's telling us?
Goodbye for now.
Naked blueberry juice, naked pina colada juice. Bottom.
There we go. We'll get you back on the couch because it's easier without the reflections and stuff.
That stuff is strong.
So we'll go this way. They're really showing a lot of this game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the idea with the dancing at the end is there's going to be like outro music.
Mm-hmm.
So it makes sense. Like, if you guys kind of go
You
along.
say these things we bought from that cart are all frozen treats?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was a chicken food guy, and I thought that stuff you put out.
No, it's more like ice cream guy. The other one, the other guy originally, he was corn fruit.
That was the corn fruit, yeah.
Corn fruit's different than chicken fruit. All right, we'll get you back on the couch, guys. Let me know when you guys are ready.
I should not have taken a bite.
By the
Are we
way,
doing that?
we could do the watermelon.
Like just watermelon?
Yeah.
Just taking a bite?
Yeah, take a bite of the watermelon. All right, let's move the donuts. Yeah. Clapper boards. Gotta clean this off. Meatball, do you want to replace this light with the other light in room 2? There's one just like this.
Mhm.
Bring that one over, and then plug that one in to charge it. Do you want me to pre-cut it, or you guys want to cut it on camera?
I don't know. What do you think?
All right, we'll get your hands on the couch. We'll do something easier than watermelon first.
We should probably have some bunch of napkins or something.
We did have some.
We gotta,
Right here.
Yeah, we got quite a few here. So basically, put those on the wedge maybe. Sit down.
And I'll be on this side.
So how do you think things are going so far?
Yeah, it's good.
I think so too. That brings a lot to the table.
It does. Valuable asset of the team.
What's Nick doing today?
He's volunteering. So.
Oh, I
So-
went to see a band play in Elkhorn last night with my mom and Patrick.
Oh.
Yeah, it was a UW-Madison alumni band, and it was 10 people, so it was 3 trumpets, a saxophonist and a singer, or saxophonist/singer, 2 drummers, and a bass guitar and a guitarist. Yeah, they were a pretty decent group.
No singers?
Yeah, well, 3 of them sang, but the main singer also played saxophone.
All right, good humor, strawberry shortcake. Box items 3, clapperboard 2, clapperboard 1.
Hello, and how's everybody doing today? Today we are reviewing strawberry shortcake, good humor. So this is a frozen popsicle sort of thing. It's a strawberry shortcake, but there's like sort of, I don't know what you call this.
Probably just open it up and find out.
So there's 2 different layers on the inside. One's like a outer cream layer, and then a strawberry inside. Yeah, it already looks appealing with the little pieces that are sprinkled on the outside. I'll get a napkin so I don't lose any of them.
So there's 6 to a box.
So if you're in the mood for a strawberry cake, but you don't have the money to buy a full-on cake, this would be probably a good alternative. And it's frozen, so it'll cool you off. So let's get into it.
What do they call these things again?
Good Humor's strawberry shortcake
Oh, good humor.
bars
Okay.
or popsicles.
So there's no cake in that definition?
Yeah,
Strawberry shortcake.
Okay, strawberry shortcake. So there's definitely cake-like.
Yeah, it's cakey.
Cakey.
that's a very good. Though with the ice cream and cake mix, I think they blend together really good. What to say about this? It's good all around. Yeah, the strawberry and cream chunks on the outside are really good. That's the first thing you taste. But then biting in is the richness and creaminess of the ice cream, followed by the strawberry cake.
There it is. Couldn't have said it better myself. So I take it Good Humor has a lot of other flavors and
Yeah, they probably
different
got cookies and cream
presentations
one.
and so forth. Good Humor. Boy.
It's delicious.
This is something you'd usually see at like an event or like a ice cream truck, those kind of things. Like vendors
Yeah.
in the same line of like a Dippin' Dots. Is that what it's called?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, those kind of things.
I haven't had a Dippin' Dots.
It's one of those
dessert
things
forever.
you only run into.
It's like
them.
ice cream,
Yeah.
little tiny ice cream pieces. You see those at water parks sometimes at the Brewers games. But yeah, the ice cream melting in your mouth is a really good touch with the cake. I'd give it a 10 out of 10. I'm a big fan of strawberry. I'm a big fan of strawberry and cake. So, yeah, it's an awesome combination.
I think it would be kind of a nice, exciting treat on a hot day. Or, as you say, at an event. Kind of a fun thing to mix the cake and the ice cream idea together. And plus to have good humor, produce it.
And I'm sure younger me would have gone crazy over this. And even though there's definitely sugar in this, it doesn't taste overwhelmingly sugary, which is good.
Ditto that as well. It's not overpowering. You can't taste the sugar too much.
I think I'd scored a perfect 10 out of 10. It's got everything you'd want and more.
I don't know, something about the texture.
Oh, with the pieces on the outside?
Yeah.
Kind of weird.
They kind of get stuck in your teeth, kind of like popcorn.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you guys are still working on it. I ate one all already. Like, you guys have barely touched the top. Once you finish it, you get like this thing in your mouth.
Like they stick to your teeth? I haven't gotten that yet, really. Mm. All right. You think we want to wrap this one up?
Well, if you can think of a jingle. Next time we'll think something up for them.
Well, strawberry shortcake you next.
All right.
Good humor, strawberry shortcake.
What if I just take a real big bite?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't really care for it. They gotta have other flavors, chocolate or something like that.
They have chocolate. They got cookies and cream. Strawberry is just like one of those things. Well, we'll dive right into the watermelon. All right. So,
How to prepare a watermelon.
Yep.
And how about we start this off by saying, all right, today we're going to show you how to prepare a watermelon. Like give kind of a...
Okay, I'll say that, and then you take it away.
Okay.
Clapperboard.
3, 2, 1.
Do-It-Yourself Dell here. We're here with Matt, and today we're going to show you how to prepare a watermelon.
And we've got a nice ripe watermelon for you right here. So as you can see, the color's good. There's no discoloration around the top there, which is a good sign. It's got a lot of weight to it. And yeah, we're going to show you how to prepare one.
Thump it, Matt.
Oh yeah, give it a tap. Sounds good to me. All right, so we've got our tray right here, and you're gonna need a big knife for this because you know the watermelon's big and you want to get a big, good, solid cut. You don't want to be cutting through this for forever and a day. So the way to do this is to hold it on one half steady with your hand, placing the knife on top, and just cutting in nice and straight. And depending on the knife you use, should glide right through.
That good Cuisinart knife. What do you got to say about that, Matt?
Oh, it feels fantastic going through. And yeah, you can turn it over and get the other half. Yeah, making sure you hold it firmly so it doesn't roll away on you. If you need to, you can push in like that. And there it goes. To reveal the juicy fruit
good
inside.
Doesn't look like a lot of seeds. Boy, that looks good.
Yeah, it looks great. So I guess what we can do now is
Quarter it.
yeah,
So
let's quarter it.
You put it on the flat side.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, move that over. We'll just put it here. And then to quarter it, we'll be cutting it in fourths. So I'll do one cut this way and one cut the opposite way. So we'll get a good push in there. And sometimes it takes a little force, but once you get through the outer skin, it's again, like I said before, glides right through. So one half, and then the other half. It's fun. And we don't want to drip too much on the table because it is new. And start it off by making a little slice in there, pushing it forward.
You can smell it.
It's easier to
Watch out for your thumb.
Yeah, it's easier to come at it like this rather than going straight down into it.
So now what you can do is you can carve it out.
Yeah, like that.
Yeah, and then put the carved piece on the plate.
And then we can slice and dice, right?
So carve, yeah.
So you want to get the peel away. You want to get the rind away from the fruit. So you're going in from the top like this. And this isn't going to be perfect. But you're just following the contour of the rind. And then you do the same with the other side. Getting the rest of that top off. Oh yeah, see. I'm kind of doing a little more than I need to. Yeah, there's going to be some left on there. Oh well.
Get this out of the way. And then basically do the same thing with the others. Other four.
So we'll just cube it. Getting those halves out of the way. wanting it to go like that. So yeah, we've got it cubed. We got it halved, quartered, and cubed, like so. And we don't want them to slide off. So yeah, that's what it'll look like. These are a little bit larger than bite-sized pieces. So when you take one, they should be about this big. You should be able to pinch it between two fingers. And I will give you a couple of these to try.
Well, let me see if I can cut one up. See how I do.
Yeah, get one of
Yeah,
these out of the way.
try the carving part.
And just being careful not to slip.
Yeah, I'm already through there. Okay.
And you don't want to go into the white part or anything, so you kind of give it a little margin between there.
Yeah, pull that green part. We'll get that out of it.
I got a little bit into the white,
That's okay.
not too much.
You can eat it. It's not gonna kill you.
It's got no flavor to it, though.
I've had worse, but you would think that because it looks so good, that, you know, at least the core part of it would be real flavorful.
That's not good.
No, it's very good. Yeah, very juicy.
When you guys are eating, don't forget to look at the camera every so often. You guys look sad when you're looking down. It's like you're having something good.
So it doesn't have, you know, the
It's got a
big black seeds that you got to worry about. You
Mhm.
just more or less carve it up and eat it. Minimum a mess.
I spent a lot of time picking seeds out of watermelon as a kid because I just did not like them.
My mother used to do it for me.
Yeah, I think this is like a peak ripe watermelon we have here. And I guess when you tap on the outside to check if it's ripe, how did you kind of decide?
Some people do it by the stem, and some people swear that you need to have a little bit of brown around the, or tan, or whatever you want to call it. But there are different methods, and some has to be a certain way. I think that our watermelon here, it's a little bit more on the perfect side, but it's not always that kind of science where things have to be perfect. If they're a little off, sometimes it, you know, it tastes better. It's got something to do with the taste. So I'm pretty happy with this. Looks good, tastes okay, and it was easy to you know, get the idea across without making a super big mess.
Mm-hmm.
Because I've been buying mine all sliced up in rectangular slices, and it's a lot more expensive than doing it this way. And so you just demonstrated that you know, it can be done and how easily it can be done.
Mm-hmm. And I think I've seen watermelons with like thicker rinds too, where like the yellow part goes in a bit further.
Same here. But that's another thing. This one, the rind is somewhat thinner, and it's got a few white seeds and no black seeds. And it's got the smell to it, the watermelon-y kind of smell. And it's certainly got the look to it.
It does have the look to it.
And this was kind of like a medium size too. So it's like for the size of the watermelon, we're getting a lot of watermelon out of it with that thinner rind. So it's kind of neat. Show the folks
Yeah,
back
you can.
at home how to do this without hurting yourself and with being efficient with that. That knife helps a lot, though. It really is a nice knife. Cuisinart.
Mm-hmm.
It's good for other things as well, but it is a nice knife.
Yeah, Cuisinart's one of the best.
So I have to thank Desiree, one of your viewers, sent us the watermelon. So
Really?
Mhm.
Thank you, Desiree.
Thanks, Desiree. Very kind of you.
Mm-hmm. And of course, watermelon you can use in drinks. You can use it for fruit salads. You can use it for a lot of different things.
4th of July celebrations,
Mm-hmm.
any kind of picnics or backyard barbecues or get-togethers, summertime get-togethers.
Mm-hmm. And of course, one watermelon is enough for plenty of people. So
That
you don't have to worry about
That it
not having
is.
enough.
did you guys talk about storing it and stuff?
Mm.
You'd almost like once it's exposed to the air,
Mhm.
you have to either put it like in a sealed
Or you have to
container
wrap it or
or
something.
eat it. Otherwise, it goes bad if you just leave it out like this. It's gonna get
We
dried
still
out.
got 2 Pyrex containers left, right?
I think so.
So maybe.
But
we
you
could-
chop it up and then you
Yeah,
put
chop it up
the
and we could
the
put it in
inside.
there.
All right, we'll sign off for now on this one.
All right.
Do it yourself, Dell and Matt here. I'm thanking you for watching, and thank you for our subscribers and our commenters. And we hope you gained something from this. You learned how to do a watermelon efficiently and expeditiously without hurting yourself, and we just kind of showed you how it's done. See you next time.
There we go.
Mm.
That's watermelon.
Mm-hmm.
They're really still going with the showcase here.
Day, which is pretty interesting. The time of day is reflected.
I saw the collector's edition. They're having like a real wall.
Really?
It seems like time of day could perhaps have some notable gameplay implications. Like at nighttime, some planets get really cold and require different types of protection. And what I've probably seen the most confusion about is this O2 to CO2 meter. This is actually just going to be your stamina bar, despite the naming. It's going to be used while you're sprinting and likely used while you're jumping. It doesn't actually seem like there's any mechanic around having oxygen tanks on your character, and instead, again, it's just a familiar stamina bar. Although in a lot of the Starfield gameplay, we can see our character wearing a jetpack, and the jetpack is actually going to be disconnected from stamina and have its
So
own
these
separate
don't look
bar
too
that
clean,
pops up
do they?
as you use it. The jetpack seems pretty
No.
interesting here. You, of course, are able to fly around
this will
with
be
this, but
enough.
we've also seen some almost
Yeah.
dodge-like mechanics where you can quickly burst in one direction or another using your jetpack. But one of the aspects of Starfield that I think is going to get fans the most excited is Starfield is described as more of a hardcore RPG compared to past Bethesda Game Studios titles. The character creator got a huge upgrade with this game. You can change a ton of additional things, with your body shape, walk type, and face customization options, among a lot more. But beyond just how you look, there's also going to be a variety of backgrounds you can choose for your character. It seems like you're just doing this as you start out, and there are options such as a chef, a cyberneticist, or even a pilgrim. And in
I
return,
could see
this will
being
allow
a
you to
chef
start
in
the
the game.
game with 3 skills already unlocked, or at least the first levels of those skills already unlocked. We've also heard that what background you pick will actually have an impact on your story.
Are you gonna play this on
It's
PC
not really clear
or
how
Xbox?
wide-reaching this will be, but from the gaplay, we can
I think
see
PC.
one character referencing our diplomat background. And
Like on
how us
Steam?
having a way with
Mhm.
words is going to be a good thing. So perhaps certain backgrounds will unlock unique interactions and possibly even additional ways to complete certain quests or get through certain encounters. As well as in Starfield, there's going to be a new persuasion mechanic. You're now going to have multiple attempts
Would
at
you be able to
persuading
do a
somebody
review
to
on the
do
game for
something
the
for
channel?
you. But depending on what you
Mhm.
say, you will use more of your persuasion points each time. It seems like the idea
I think
behind
it
this
comes
new
out in
persuasion
September,
mechanic is
right?
instead of how it worked in past games, where it's just is your charisma stat high enough, yes or no, this persuasion mechanic has a bit more wiggle room in it, and you can actually try different techniques or different variants of approach to try and convince that other person to do whatever it is you want them to do. But Starfield's also going to be the first Bethesda Game Studios game with traits. Traits are optional. You can pick up to 3 at once. Each trait you pick are going to add both positives and negatives to your character, so it's going to be a bit of a trade-off. And some of these sound very fun and unique features that will definitely mix up playthroughs, such as being able to have parents in Starfield, but if you do have parents, you'll have to send home 10% of your earnings. Or you can even use traits to become a part of a certain religion in the game. Although, if the negative aspect of the traits get to be a bit too much for you, there's actually going to be a way to remove traits. It seems like this will be done via a quest. As right now, it's not entirely clear what this means. It's not clear if you're removing the trait in its entirety or just removing the negative aspect of that trait. Instead of special, Starfield's going to have this for physical, social, combat, science, and tech categories for your skills. In Starfield, you can unlock skills after leveling up, and each skill will have multiple ranks to it, or at least most of them will. You can also complete the challenge associated with a skill to unlock a further level up without using a skill point, or at least that's how the skill system is assumed to work right now. We can exactly get a full explanation on it, but this really nice balance of being able to actually unlock skills manually with level ups, but also increase those skills naturally by
Yeah, if we have a
playing
way,
and
if you have
actually using the
saran wrap,
ability.
we could wrap them up
Starfield will
too.
have
Right.
research associated with it. Research projects
So
will cost
I might
resources
eat
and
the
unlock
rest
things
of-
like pens, outpost items,
might eat the
weapon
rest
upgrades, and more.
these.
So yes, on one hand, weapon customization and attachments is returning for this game. It almost seems like this new research mechanic is going to replace some of the typical perks that you would be required to get to craft things. Now, instead of having to have a certain perk, you just need to have the research. But there are also research options for things like food and drink, which makes me wonder if some survival mechanics found their way into Starfield, or if these will just be items used to buff up your character. As well as enemies in Starfield are going to utilize a level system like past games. Boss tier
Did that
enemies
guy
seem to
just
be
say
a few
Bible
levels above
mechanics?
their regular counterparts. But of course, one of the biggest
No.
appealing features in Starfield is spaceships and space flight.
Did he
In
say the
Starfield,
word
you're able to
mechanics?
build or
Mhm.
buy
Yeah.
your own spaceship and fly it around. Although you will not be able to land ships
Oh,
directly
survival
on the
mechanics,
planet.
you said.
It seems like there's going to be this cutscene as you transition from the planet back into space, so to kind of deposit you back onto the planet or deposit you back into
So,
space.
Meatball, if we
So
get
you're hoping
this,
for that seamless No Man's Sky
you get
transition,
5
that's
days
not really
early
going to be a thing
access,
here. But what is a
you
thing
got an
is some very
expansion
in-depth
pack, you get some
ship
stuff
building.
there,
With this system, you're gonna have
and you
to
can reveal the
levels of
case,
parts,
the
and you can
watch,
modify
and the
almost
book,
every aspect of
and
your
the
ship,
pack.
even some of the interior aspects of some
You
of the
okay with
parts.
that?
It has been described that you can either build this up yourself using resources or just buy more parts for
Reviewing
money.
like
Although spaceships are
the
also
watch
described
and the
as being
game.
very
I've always been
expensive
like
in
really skeptical of
Starfield.
like
There are
the
options for what types of
deluxe
weapon systems you
editions
want
or
to add, how much
collector's
cargo your ship
packs or
can
whatever.
hold, your crew
Yeah, mainly
capacity,
just for this
because, yes,
part.
you can get a crew on your spaceship.
So
although
you
not
got
much
like
is known about what
5
you'll
days
actually
to
do,
play
and
it.
even how far
So then
your
when
ship
it
is
comes
able
out,
to
then we can
jump.
drop the
So different
release, you
ship
know?
upgrades and parts are going to require certain skills to unlock, and I would be shocked if research is attached to this somewhat also, but also things like engine health or repair rate, and
That's a
even
lot of
variants
watermelon.
for incompatible configurations.
Well, wash
can
your
be seen.
hands, we'll get
It
you
seems
into
like ship
something
building in
else.
Starfield is going to be a very in-depth system with a lot of different components to consider. Although don't worry, as we also have seen a bunch of prefab or pre-built ships, so it looks like you can just buy those if you don't want to really dive in.
Hello.
It seems like spaceships in Starfield are really going to have pros and cons to them. If you have a bunch of cargo space, or be really
Sorry,
fast,
just slice.
or have really strong weapons and a shield. We know Starfield's map is going to be 50 light years big, and I imagine getting better fuel
All
capacity
right.
to jump further will be how some of the content it's saved for a late game. Perhaps to actually get to the full extent of that 50 light years, you're going to need some high-end parts, which will require quite a bit of investment from you. But once in space, you can freely fly around and even get into dogfights. Spaceships will have power limits, and you can actually allocate power points into different ship subsystems. So So you can do things like boost your shields or even boost your engine power. As well as you will have a variety of weapons like lasers or even missiles that can be fired as you're fighting enemy ships. And ship-to-ship combat will be a bit
Just
slower
clean
in
it up.
Starfield. The combat pacing was described as being similar to Mech Warrior. As well as there were things to do with other spaceships beyond just fighting. You're able to disable ships, dock on them and board, and even some quests will require you to dock and board on other ships. But also there's going to be things like stealing other people's spaceships, smuggling stuff on a spaceship, or even visiting star stations. Star Station LO868 was featured in both the initial teaser trailer
Here,
for
I'll
the
throw
game
that
and
away.
also the most recent trailer we got just a
And
couple
this one.
months ago. And in that recent trailer, we even got a preview of what the docking sequence will look like.
Alright,
Another pretty
hold
cool
on.
immersive
Oh, I'm
aspect of
juggling a lot of
this
stuff
is
here.
spaceships will even be taking off around you. We saw one spaceship landing, which seemed like a scripted event during this early on quest. But then further confirmed in interviews that as you're going around the city, you may notice spaceships taking off from the spaceports as you're exploring. But Howard said that a core aspect of Starfield is seeing what is out there. And you're going to be able to do this both in
So I'll be
third person.
in the Greenfield office at Spectrum
Simulator,
for my
suggesting that
orientation
we'll be
tomorrow.
darting around the universe on an adventure. We could
That
be
starts
doing
at
lots of
8:30
global
tomorrow
events
morning.
in this game.
Are you excited?
It's going to be a big part of this overall experience. These are the concept art, and especially in some of the gameplay, we've seen a ton of different biomes depicted. And we of course know that Starfield's going to feature 1,000 different planets to explore. Although we also know that much of this
And then, do you know your schedule for the week? Like, is it going to be just around here?
Around procedural generation, but Todd Howard
So
has
it'll
made
be
it clear that
alternating.
although Starfield
Well,
does
one
use a
week
lot of
will be
procedural
in here in
generation,
Greenfield,
it
and
also
then one
features
week will
more
be in Milwaukee.
handcrafted content than any other Bethesda game out there. And they intend to make it
classes.
clear what
Mhm.
is handcrafted and what is procedurally generated. Although he's also clarified that lots of the areas outside of cities are going to be made up by procedural generation. But they've also made advancements with this technology, mentioning how they can take whole locations they built and place them on planets.
So do you go
There's
out
some
with a person
upgrades to the
that's
random
already working
encounter
there?
system being implemented for
Maybe
this game.
they'll
Don't
let
be
you go
shocked if
without
you
it.
see a system where random encounters get a huge upgrade now. with
I think
Starfield.
that would be
If
nice.
you're just wandering
You got
around
a
on
guy
some
that
random
you
planet
know.
found, you may stumble upon something big, maybe a little mini star base that's created and placed there via the random encounter. So still with some enemies or maybe a mini quest that you can
Here,
do.
Meatball,
And
throw
sometimes
these pieces.
further, that even just as you wander random planets, there's going to be content and gameplay happening. Although these planets look quite barren, it seems like Bethesda knows that people don't want
I
them to
can
look
hear you.
barren, and they're
I
going
can
to
hear
address
you.
that at least somewhat. Even beyond just random encounters,
Meatball
and
there?
making planets pretty, it seems like there's going to be several
Yeah, Meatball's here.
aspects that actually gamify exploration and base building in Starfield. We're going to have a built-in scanner. And when activating this, your HUD changes completely. You're going to get a bunch of new details around your
Here,
planet,
Meatball,
like
throw
its
these things
temperature,
away.
oxygen level, and
Maybe talk to
gravity
Nick
level.
on
You'll also
the
have the ability to
thing.
scan various things on that planet to fill up a database. So if you're complete,
How's it going, Nick?
scanning segment is probably going to be the big part here. You land on a
Good
new
puff
planet,
of
you
meat.
have to scan
I'm
all the new
outside.
features on it or all the new plants that pop up on it. And these planetary details are also shown with distinct
Cleaning up some watermelon at the moment.
and systems will even have levels associated with them that will indicate planet threat levels. So Todd Howard has described how Starfield will feature about 100 systems across the game. And you even heard mentions of threat levels
100
going as high as
systems.
40. So it seems like using this Galaxy View map, at a glance, you can click on a system and see what the level of it is. And that'll give you a pretty good idea if you're appropriate level to actually go there, how difficult this area will be. There's also a feature to actually preview planets before you land there, as well as gravity is going to be a real gameplay element. You can see here on Crete, it's 0.55 gravity, and we're going to be much lighter as we actually do this jump. But as a part of this all, there's also going to be the resource gathering mechanic. As you activate your scanner, this will also give you
looks
easy
so
access
pretty.
to the cutter weapon for mining or even the photo mode, because yes, Starfield has a photo mode, which is awesome. And one of the other major features is from the scanner, you're also able to place your outposts. Where it seems like you're able to place down an outpost beacon and almost immediately
Built
start building
Starfield.
there. Tons of new info was added onto your HUD, like beacon integrity.
Yeah, did you have to wear like a?
power,
You came in with a
production from
coat or
this
something,
outpost,
so
and even details on
that's how you hid the
crew and
shirt?
Cargo here. There's also an option to
Oh,
toggle
yeah, I
your
had a
view to be
sweatshirt.
top
I
down
brought a
for
sweatshirt.
easier
Oh, your family
outpost
doesn't know?
building with tons of options available for
Still don't
customization.
know.
It seems like Outpost will serve two major functions: survival, as mentioned by Todd Howard, but also resource gathering and collection. Based off just some of the planet traits we talked about earlier, it almost seems like different planets will perhaps be better or worse for different types of resources.
Oh, did you get a
Perhaps there's going
haircut?
to be certain traits that maybe make
Back
a
to the
planet more
bowl, or what
dangerous,
is
or
this?
as a result
Yeah.
of that,
What
it
happened?
has
What happened?
rarer or more valuable resources resources that you're going
My
to
hair
want.
was
And
getting
those
way too
resources
long
will be
and out
used
of
for
shape,
things
and I was
like
like, you know what,
research, building better
Sure,
ships,
get on the
even
meatball
building better
updates.
outposts.
We got
There's also going
donuts
to
if
be
you want
environmental
donuts.
threat
Nice.
component here. You're gonna have
There's
to
some
use different
cream ones.
spacesuits to protect
The
yourself
cake ones
against
are good.
environmental threats on planets. How
You want
has
some
described
Pina
options
Colada?
on
You want
planets
donuts?
actually having
Get a
a pretty large
pea
influence.
first.
In this armor menu,
People
you
gonna
see
watch
this
Four
heavily
Kills in the
reflected.
Jeep?
Armor is
That
now
could
going
be
to
like a
have
thing,
7
you know.
defensive stats in total. Clearly, this is going to be your familiar
Oh, yeah,
game
we also
resistance
gotta get the
to
plumbing
other
going.
games, but also resistances specific for environmental
I'm sure you could
threats.
smush those
Things like
down.
Thermal resistance, airborne radiation, and
It's not
corrosive
obviously
resistance. The story,
perfect,
of
but
course, is also going to be a huge part of
watermelon
Starfield.
smushes
I'm
down.
just gonna put this in your fridge,
Story is
okay?
a guided path to some of the other features
Okay.
like ship building
What is
and
that?
outposts. So the main story will introduce you into those features.
Well, there's that. And then when you take it out, you can always just cut it into smaller pieces or just grab a chunk.
Shipbuilding if you want to. It has been described how Starfield doesn't grab you by the nose and say you must do X, Y, or Z. So it seems like those shipbuilding and outpost building features are going to largely be optional here. But also how some players will just settle on a certain planet due to the view, not really having to deal with the resource generation aspect at all. But the story here is also just going to be massive. We know that the main quest in Starfield will be about 20% longer than past games, for about a 30 to 40 hour main story alone. As well as the game features a silent protagonist with 250,000 lines of dialogue. If there's one thing that should get you hyped for Starfield, it's this. This 250,000 lines of dialogue number is simply insane. To put that into context, that's more dialogue than Fallout 4 and Skyrim combined. And really a lot more than that. It's not like we're talking about a game that has twice as much dialogue as the past one. Starfield's going to have about 4 times as much dialogue as Skyrim. And Anand, the composer on Starfield, has described the game as twice as big as the biggest game Bethesda has ever done. So to me, Starfield almost seems like it's going to be 2 games together. That familiar Bethesda Game Studios RPG experience with the story, dialogue, and now traits and full-time options. But at the same time, for the people that are interested, you're going to have the base and shipbuilding mechanics if you want to go that route and really devote yourself to exploration and building. Although on the topic of the main quest, all we really know about the main quest as of right now is that it's going to give you a tour of the settled systems, the main playable area in Starfield. You're going to be trying to solve this big mystery and working with Constellation, but after that, we really don't know anything. Starfield is going to feature companions and even romance with those companions. The only companion we actually know about right now is the one or what?
Yeah, I didn't do that.
The worker maybe the rats got it.
Somebody took a nibble.
4 of them are going to have
Oh no, you're gonna eat the fit one.
I don't know. I'm tempted. What is this one got?
It seems like Starfield's going to have this
That one's
familiar
cake.
to black romance scenes like how they work in Fallout 4, but even further, companions are going to have a bit more complexity in Starfield.
Did you watch Four Kills in the Jeep yet?
With that companion, like if you're romancing them and you both love each
I don't
other,
think we
you
have
do
a
something they
VHS
really
player in
don't
here.
like. The companions
I
can
don't know.
temporarily get angry with
These things have been
Deal is
done, so
interacting with
let's
you
get
or
going.
Oh, we're
some
finally
kind
doing
of
those.
your interactions with them to
What did you
some
hit mute on the
degree.
computer?
Companions will have their
And
own
then
set of opinions over what decisions you
we'll
make.
get you going on that.
Did you guys do the Unabomber video yet?
No.
Did Meatball do plumbing?
You know, he's not the only guy that's just recently somebody else.
Let's get you
died
guys
in
on
their-
the couch
in their
and then we'll
jail
talk.
cell. It's not just him.
Oh,
Bring
we
it
got a
up in the
piece
ice
of
cream.
watermelon down here. How'd that happen?
Maybe you guys can talk about why I have.
Do we
made-
need spoons for these things?
I guess. Clapper, 3, 2, 1. We don't know what it is, so you don't know what it is.
3, 2, 1.
Do it yourself. Down here with Matt, and we've got some kind of mystery going on.
These look like
We don't know what
frozen-
they are. And we purchased them recently from a traveling cart guy. And so I guess we'll find out.
Yeah, this one looks kind of like a
Spicy.
like an orange, not so much sherbet, but like frozen like ice.
Just crack
Edible
it
ice.
open and just eat it. And then
Oh,
you
you
guys
got a cookies and cream sort of ice cream thing. So I will take the cookies and cream if you want this one. They look very good.
Yeah, they do. And they're cold. I can verify that.
It's kind of this one's kind of melted on like the sides, but the ice cream's still frozen in the middle.
This stuff is red hot.
Is it spicy?
Wait,
It's spice.
It is.
Isn't it mango?
It's red hot.
I told you it looks spicy.
So
It's like ice cream.
we purchased this from the guy with the pushing the cart, who was of Latin extraction, and they sometimes have hot salsa kind of food items. So
So you got salsa flavored meatball. You got cookies still, or
Cookies
you
and
think,
cream.
you think it's that still, or is it could be
Mhm.
something else?
oh,
I'm staking my bet on cookies and cream.
this is hot.
It's hot. Oh no.
How about stuff for the green beans?
Yeah, that Cuisinart knife, that's a machete.
All right, so you guys should
Chop
both have
those
half a
bushes
green
in
bean.
the jungle with
have
that
a
knife.
green bean.
So this looks like a
That looks like lime.
Probably
a freezy pop. Only this one's a super freezy pop. And we also purchased these 3 items at event type prices. So it wasn't grocery store type pricing. It was the event things. And let's see how this is. Yeah, this is a really nice freezy pop.
Yeah.
It's better than the ones that normally get at the store, at the grocery store.
I think it's more of a natural like lime flavor because the lime is really strong.
Yeah.
Maybe bring the food up to you instead of arching forward.
It's very refreshing.
There you go.
It is. It is.
So bring.
Yeah,
the-
very, very cold.
Yeah. There you go. So this is better than the spicy stuff? That's
Cool
not-
you off.
This is an overpowering lime taste, by the way. And the normal freezy pops are not this strongly flavored.
This one looks spicy.
Yeah, this would be perfect for something on a hot summer day. And it's not like a mix of lemon lime. It's all just lime flavored.
And I noticed too on the packaging, there's not much extra on it. So on the other one, there's kind of a little lip that helps you to open it up. This one here, it takes that Cuisinart machete to chop it in and get at it.
So you get a lot for what you pay for.
For what this cost, you could easily buy a package of those a bag of those freezy pops at the store, a whole bag of them. But the guy who pushes the cart's got to make his living, so you can't fault him there. And these are better too, a lot better. Can't fault them there either.
I've never seen a popsicle this big. I wonder where he gets them. Like, it's crazy. Like, look how big this is.
Yeah.
It's like wider than 2 of my fingers. It's like, yeah, it's 2 of my fingers wide.
And the other ones at the store are watered down too. They're they're obviously not
Oh yeah, this one
not the
absolutely is.
full force thing we got here.
I guess, do you want to spoon a little bit of that on this lid here, and I
Well,
guess I can try
I
it.
only touched the one
Is
side.
it like really
So-
kicking hot?
The side that is now facing you, I haven't touched.
Oh,
Go for it, Nico. Dig in.
it's really. We'll get some of the red in there. The super duper hot stuff. All it takes is a little bite. So we'll use this spoon. And it's like a hot salsa flavor, I take it. Holy cow! Whoa!
People think I was kidding and overreacting.
That's a burn.
Is this your
I
first-
can't tell what kind of pepper that
Is
is.
it your first spicy ice cream?
Yeah.
I said it was mango.
I think when I ordered, I said mango. Or orange. I just said orange, maybe.
Narana.
Is it really that spicy?
Mm-hmm.
No way.
Yeah, it's hot.
Have it with a donut. Maybe it'll cool you off.
Right.
You're not the best judge.
It's
of
like a
spice,
spicy. It's like spicy orange.
Yeah, spicy ice cream does exist though. That's like a whole category that we haven't delved into.
Yeah, it's a spicy orange.
though. Next we'll have spicy milk. Take another bite. Get a lot of that red stuff.
So looking for more.
If it was hot, if it was any stronger than that, I wouldn't be able to handle it than what it is. They had to have put like a jalapeno in there or something for like, yeah, they probably shredded a jalapeno really fine and like
Give it a bite again.
sprinkle it in there.
This is your first impression. Take two.
Take two. Yeah, in this bite I taste the fruit first.
What fruit?
I taste orange.
So it's like spicy orange or real.
Mm-hmm.
This one doesn't seem to be so spicy.
Well, this one, it still has a burn to it, but I guess that was just the first time.
Yeah, you're getting used to it.
You build up a tolerance for it, I guess.
All right, let's wrap it up. We got to get you on plumbing.
All
Include
right,
it.
so yeah, this definitely has a burn that lasts. Like it's strong at first and it just keeps on burning. Cookies and cream, very good. It's about what you'd expect. All right, so yeah,
I'm
see
Crazy
you
Pot.
next time.
All right.
Oh, I need to cool off.
Love some spicy ice cream. So what's the spicy part? The
You'll
orange
be
or the
sorry.
red? The orange or the red?
I think it's the red.
I was
red?
just trying the orange. I just went from the outside on the orange. I didn't want to go into that red right away.
Yeah, it starts after like a second or two, at least for me.
You got a little hint.
Are you cold? Come on.
Oh, I got two jackets on.
He's big chilling.
I think it's like 73 in here.
How's your bite doing? Not too bad.
I mean, it tastes a little spice. It's not too bad. You just got to build up a tolerance to spice stuff. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely not something I would want. Spicy ice cream, that doesn't interest me. Huh. We're live, huh?
Yeah, that first bite like really burned though.
Yeah, to get some water to try.
Anybody in there?
There's a couple. We ended up with 4 likes somehow.
So you missed the big Microsoft
Yeah, we were streaming for
gaming presentation.
that.
Who nibbled that donut?
I don't know.
That's strawberry.
Nobody
It wasn't
wants to-
either of
Everybody's
us.
looking at me, but I didn't even
It
finish
was not
my
either
If
of
regular
us.
anybody
donut.
nibbled a little piece.
Well, you were
It was
looking
the
at
guy
the
who made
strawberry,
them.
and then you went for the chocolate. So I don't know.
I went straight for the chocolate. I didn't make any detours.
Somebody must have.
We'll have to roll back the tape.
The same
Yeah,
thing
go
happened
back to
with Dirk
tape and
once.
check that part out.
There was like a bite taken out of every donut at my place. Dirk was the culprit. He's like,
At least
"Oh,
I cut one of
forgot."
them in half, and I ate the half. I don't like strawberry donuts.
I like strawberry, but it was already a bite taken out. It looks
There's
like
a-
somebody started it.
Did somebody eat those cream-filled ones?
Maybe it was the worker.
I talked
took
about
one
the
of them.
cream fill ones twice, and I pointed to them.
I've never seen a Krispy Kreme box with like one of the donuts taking a bite out of it.
You
So
never know.
somebody must have
Krispy
gotten
Kreme,
greedy.
you can't trust. We gotta start baking
All right.
because he can plumb while that's in the oven.
Yeah, okay.
Meatball, we got these 2 massive bananas. I don't know. I think banana bread might only take 1, but you can make like a banana frosting or something with sugar and a mushed banana on the top.
Do we have a banana bread recipe anywhere, or we just?
They call it Google. I mean, yeah, just look up a recipe on your phone. Just flour, eggs, sugar, banana, boom.
Hours, please.
It's pretty easy. You just mush a banana, you mix it in the bowl, and then you put it in.
Mush banana.
Freezer burn?
They really like those green beans.
Yeah, I'm cool off now.
Is it lime flavored?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe have it with the salsa. It really tastes like salsa. I don't know.
The ice cream?
Yeah. Might be jalapeno.
Do we have to preheat the oven?
I don't even know.
Well,
He's probably.
let's get put away. Let's get these put away. Probably. We sample a little bit of everything. We don't get a chance to put it away after.
So are we putting the caps back on them, or are we?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, these have to go away. They can't stay out and they'll melt. All right, this will go
That,
on there.
and here's the other cap here. These things are going to be safe with me. I ain't touching them. Okay.
I wonder how much you could eat in like a minute without scorching your tongue.
That would be a good video. You guys hear what he said? He said a video. A person, how much a person could eat of this in 1 minute without scorching their tongue. So,
You guys are just used to the spicy stuff. This is like one step.
Thank you,
gotta
Todd
slowly,
Howard.
Like eat this every day. And just build up.
with the spicy is the wrong thing. Yeah, did you give him a rundown on what he needs to do plumbing wise?
Here, prepare the banana bread first, Meatball. Start looking into that.
What are we?
Are you still eating green beans?
He's gonna get the banana bread ready and then he's gonna go straight to plumbing.
You want a hunger in it?